This main title sequence requires an on-call clapper for its chalkboard erasers. But also, the technique used here is beautifully minimalist, full of energy, and generates a ton of anticipation for action and adventure without revealing too much. So, a sin will be smeared across the sin board until it's illegible. In case you confused it with Jurassic Park.
There is something there, beyond the fog. Look!
You'd better take a look at this thing coming. Cliché.
Ships. What colors do they fly?
Asking this perfunctory question when guard number 1 just stated there was fog. Going from left to right, we have Discount Altair, Discount Astrid, Discount Maui, and Phil. The main villain squad all gathered here on the same boat, presumably for a photo op, and to signal their importance to the audience. People who sling arrows and then later try to pitch you on the freedom they're selling.
Pirate dogs! Your lion will fight! No bounty here!
Training your pirate dogs to use the classic attacking one at a time strategy. The lion's unsolicited touching of a subordinate pirates doesn't result in a trip to HR. All right, I'll stop. The issue with these kinds of stories is that we always have a big bad villain like the lion, but there's also a very rich burlap sack supplier who never gets their comeuppance.
You are now people of the sea, and you will accept this gift from his bounty. Please, eat your fill.
Wanting people to eat their fill of your bounty when it's severely lacking in protein.
You have been welcomed into the lion's flock.
The lion's flock, huh? His flock? Why does this episode have no pride?
Where is he, this master you serve?
He is your liege now, and his new world is your only home.
What just happened here was the prison guard confused where with who, and for the life of me, I don't know why.
No one is my master. And I already have a home.
We interrupt this engaging story to deliver you some less engaging flashback exposition. The Wakandans having access to vibranium is not enough to explain away how this projector of infinite sand works, or how it doesn't cost a fortune in maintenance.
The other cats refer to him as the lion.
If he has such a reputation, why have I never heard of him?
Because if you had, then there'd be no reason for this exposition.
Secrecy has always been essential to Wakanda security.
Just like at TVSins, where we do our best work from the shadows. It helps to hide all the Cheeto dust.
In the outside world, he could fashion an arsenal of advanced weaponry.
And make himself a king.
Disney is dangerously close to making characters who just can't wait to be king a cliché.
Thanks in no small part to your expulsion, he does not know you and will never see you coming.
He definitely sees her coming. But also, the problem is that a strong warrior who was too independent ended up going rogue. So the answer you came up with is to send another strong warrior who is too independent to take him out. Outside of the obvious risk of creating an additional rogue soldier to possibly deal with in the future, you've fallen into the trap of creating just another same versus same hero and villain matchup. Akia's instruction was,
Be a ghost.
I think she was angling for more of the sneaky elements known to our spectral friends and less the obviously haunted, breaking the walls, whale-inducing that's happening here.
You can save yourselves from this place. There is always another path.
But the path you propose sounds a lot like civilians with almost no weapons training getting killed by a bunch of trained guards. The episode pretends that Noni didn't just get the mother of all friction burns.
For the pride of the lion.
No. Didn't you hear, Noni? It's a flock.
Pretending to re-educate these women as you lead them into a life of slavery.
Re-education and slavery are not necessarily opposing ideas. You can teach people the wrong thing. I don't think Shield Maiden is pretending at all. Having an instant spyglass button on your throne instead of one that provides instant charcuterie. Thinking you can manage a kingdom when you can't manage a more orderly parking of boats. The Shield Maiden only has 3 arrows in her quiver here, but will shoot at Noni at least 9 more times.
If you kneel now, he may still allow you to serve.
Murderous villain is suddenly opposed to murdering when it would end the story. Cliché. Discount Altair stops attacking so she can turn to watch these soldiers approach. For reasons. All these soldiers just throw their swords into the ocean. Like a bunch of assholes.
Of course. His chamber would be at the top.
Taking any amount of time to realize that the guy calling himself the Lion would be headquartered inside the giant lion. Phil gives away the element of surprise instead of just quietly winning.
When you deserted Wakanda?
No, when Wakanda sent me. Yeah. Akeya did not tell you, did she?
Noni doesn't take a seat to be more comfortable for the incoming lengthy villain exposition. The frequently changing position of the gold grip on this shaft does not result in a premature celebration.
You are meant to roam free, like me.
We're not so different, you and I, blah, 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 blah. Holy crap! Of all the superpowered Wakandan tech, this frisbee cloak may be the coolest, and by far the most criminally underused. But also throwing your armor away when you need it the most. They've been fighting her for almost 5 minutes, and only now does the lion choose to shoot energy beams out of his spear. For a feared warrior, he sure doesn't know how to properly use a clear technological advantage. She's fighting a lion who has a sword of kingdom, and now she has a scar. This is just getting to be ridiculous, Disney.
Little dog of war.
Having a self-destruct mechanism that can be accidentally activated by setting down your beverage. Noni survives this, while scoring mostly 9s, and a 3 from the Russian judge. According to Rose, there was simply no room for Jack on this piece of wreckage.
For generations, the war dogs have operated in secret. Such a sacrifice cannot be asked of anyone. It can only be volunteered.
Show really needs to explain how the super secret soldier program with a recruitment strategy of waiting for people to volunteer has managed not to go extinct.
I am ready, Akeya, for anything.
Scene does not contain Joey Chestnut challenging Noni to a hot dog eating contest.
It's gonna be an all-weekend fuck fest.
Raiders from the sea! Raiding party!
May I ask, why have I been invited to grace your presence?
Okay, so how about a remake of The Lion King?
You really must be desperate. Entrusting this mission to a fell Dora?
So you're saying you lost the map?
That is not my name.
I now go by the name of Daytona.
I am the lion.
You're a kitty cat.
You are not one of them.
You're a pony, just like me.